Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another banger video. Now, you know I've been uploading 2 times a day. And if you scroll down, one one day says there's only one video for one day. That's because I got copyright strike. The whole video got shut down on my channel. I don't know why. It's literally free use. But I just deleted the whole video. I don't care. It's too much. So I took down the whole video. The clips are still up there, but the whole video is gone. So it is what it is. But this DCU Teen Titans roster, what I didn't understood about the Teen Titans, bro, is how Cyborg was in the Justice League but also on the Teen Titans. That just didn't make sense. That just didn't add up. So he's in the little leagues, but he's also in the big leagues. So it just didn't make sense to me. But
the Teen Titans are one of DC's most popular teams, with all signs pointing towards the writer of next year's Supergirl movie taking up screenwriting duties on the first ever live-action Teen Titans movie. I wanted to take a look at what characters I would love to see on the roster in the DCU. Now, we've obviously seen the team adapted many times before, whether it be the 2003 show, the live-action show, or maybe even Teen Titans Go.
Robin, why you got your ass in my face? Come on, bro. I feel like Raven is perfect for the Teen Titans. Robin is perfect for the Teen Titans. Everyone else is extendable, bro. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I mess with Beast Boy. I mess with Cyborg. I mess with Starfire. I wouldn't be upset with y'all going, bro.
The 2003 show, the live-action show,
Raven and Robin is perfect.
Teen Titans Go. Many generations of fans love this team, but it's very hard to create a roster everyone would be happy with. But I tried my best, mixing in mainstays as well as a few surprise picks that I think most people will agree belong on a Titans team. But without further ado, let's just get right into the list. First up, we have Tim Drake. Tim Drake, in recent years, has been very widely ignored, honestly, and I think you could kind of lean into that in the movie and show how he grapples with not being the only Robin anymore, and maybe even show his eventual transformation into Red Robin as he takes more of a leadership role in this. I think this would also allow him to be at the forefront of his own series, while not necessarily requiring him to be a major character.
Robin just so tough, bro. Teen Titans Go, he wasn't tough. I'm not gonna lie. That Toon Force was saving his ass. If it wasn't for that Toon Force, I think he would be dead. But the Teen Titans series, Robin, that brother was cold as hell, bro. Cold as hell, bro.
Because
you couldn't tell him nothing. He would whoop you.
So introducing Tim in a Teen Titans movie would work really, really well. I also think it'd be a really good opportunity to show Tim's role as a detective. That's one of the key reasons I think he's such a fan favorite Robin is his detective skills. So showing his unique strengths as Robin, I think, is really the main goal of having him on the team. Next up, we have Wonder Girl. Obviously, we've been hearing a bunch of rumors about Wonder Woman in the DCU, so I think it really only makes sense for Wonder Girl to also appear with her. For this iteration, I chose the Cassie Sandsmark version of the character. This is a character who's never appeared in live action before, so I think it'd be really fun to see someone new. She's also super unique in the Wonder Woman pantheon of characters, as she isn't an Amazonian and doesn't really receive powers till later. So unlike Diana or Donna Troy, she doesn't have that kind of like fish out of water. She's definitely more human in that way. I think another interesting story element they could do is that her idolization of the original Wonder Girl could be used as a way to kind of fold in some of the older generation Titans characters in and show like the original iteration of the team. I kind of imagine that there was a first team that was kind of like Dick Grayson, Robin, Roy Harper, those characters first. And then now this is like the second generation of Teen Titans. Next up is Blue Beetle. After the release of the Blue Beetle movie, we heard from James Gunn
Absolutely, bro. You can replace Cyborg. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I understand he's technically... I can't even call him the smartest one on the team, bro. Cause I think Raven and Robin are both smarter than him. I'm not gonna lie. You can debate, you can argue with me, bro. I think you can argue they both smarter. If not Robin, 100% Raven. But I think Robin is smarter than Cyborg. I just don't understand what he do, bro. I just don't. He was filling the spot perfectly, bro. I don't understand what Cyborg did. I just never understood his character. I guess that's just me. Because if I'm being honest, Starfire can do the same thing you could do. She can shoot lasers, more powerful than you. She can fly faster than you. She got super strength, so she's way stronger than you. I don't understand, like, if we're being real, Starfire can just one-tap this man, bro. All your pieces crumble apart. Like, come on, bro. I don't understand that. But he want to be big and bad and fight next to Superman. You're not on that level.
That iteration of the character is basically going to be ported over into the DCU.
I don't understand.
And while he might be a tad old, it feels like a no-brainer to see him here. We've already seen this character work in a live-action ensemble setting in that movie with his family and stuff. So even if they never do a Blue Beetle 2, I really, really think it'd be cool to see him. And villains 100%. Like the Reach would work perfectly as villains for the Titans, kind of taking inspiration from Young Justice Season 2. Blue Beetle is also a character that hasn't really shown up on the Titans that much, so I think having kind of a different pick of a younger hero who hasn't been on the Titans before would kind of be able to differentiate itself from other comics or shows with other Titans teams.
I think I just don't like Cyborg, bro. I'm sorry, I just don't like him. You are the weakest member, my brother. I think Beast Boy can clear you. I think Robin is whooping your behind, bro. You don't even try to touch Raven and Starfire. You feel me? Like,
next up is Raven. Of course, you cannot ever have a Titans roster without her.
You can't.
She's one of those core members I think you just can't ever remove. We've seen her powers before in live action.
She's just
in the
too
show
OP.
Titans, but I think with a blockbuster budget, you could kind of bring them to life in a whole new way and really show like the extent of them. And of course, we can't forget about Raven's father, Trigon, who has served as a villain to the Titans in basically every iteration of the team, and is one of the most important and most likely.
I don't understand that shit. I also don't understand how the Teen Titans can beat Trigon. I don't understand that shit. Like, Raven beating him, you can barely make me believe that, but Trigon shouldn't be getting beaten. He should not, bro. Like, be so for real, bro.
Villains for a live action movie. I'll also go more into Raven's connection with our next character, Beast Boy. Beast Boy is another member you can't really do without on the team. His animal powers make him extremely unique and versatile.
Yeah,
member
he's
of the
so
team.
tough.
And of course, his relationship with Raven, I think, would have to be one of the core emotional through lines for the entire film.
Beast Boy
for my
is
kind
so
of
tough,
ideal
bro.
roster, I view him as being the youngest and newest member of the team. And I think it'd be pretty interesting if maybe he was the main POV character instead of going for like Robin or Raven.
Okay, buddy, you're doing too much. I just watched Beast Boy shake ass on my screen. What am I watching?
I just think that would be a unique spin to do for a potential movie. Next up is Beast Boy's best friend, Cyborg. Of course, we've seen multiple great performances.
I can do without him, bro. Am I hating? Is Cyborg really not that bad, bro? I just don't like him.
Of Cyborg over the years, but instead of him being a member of the Justice League or Doom Patrol, I think it's time we kind of return him to his best known role as a member of the Teen Titans. Cyborg is, of course, a tragic character, but I think you would want to differentiate some of his past betrayals and maybe make him a bit more comedic. Obviously, you don't want to lean too far into it, but I think you'd probably want to match him closer to the 2003 show, especially if you're going to show him on the team.
Yikes,
Beast Boy.
bro.
Next
up,
we have Kid Flash, who in
Kid
this
Flash,
iteration
is
going to be Wallace West. Wallace is the current Kid Flash in the comics and has been since...
That makes sense. Then the Titans... I don't know. But it just makes sense that there's a speedsters on the Teen Titans.
Around 2014.
It just makes sense.
And I think this movie has a real potential to develop him as a character. I think in the comics he can come across as kind of just one note, especially after the original Wally return. He's kind of been pushed aside. So I think kind of delving into his character more and maybe even looking into his father, who in the comics is an iteration of the Reverse Flash. That's always been super interesting to me. And I think has a ton of potential if you wanted to maybe make his dad be one of the villains for the Titans. A lot of these...
They not beating him. What? A version of the Reverse Flash? That brother is straight. Reverse Flash is straight menace, bro. He is straight menace. This Reverse Flash would literally, if you beefing with him, he would go back in time to bang your mother, to be your father, to raise you and change your whole mindset. That's how petty that man is. That's the extent he's willing to go. Now he can't do that with the regular Flash, cause the Flash would just reverse back and do this, catch your ass lacking. But you don't want to beef with that brother right there.
That debuted in the New 52 have kind of been forgotten over time.
That's a petty brother.
So I think boosting him up to this higher status could be really interesting. Assuming we get this Teen Titans film before seeing a Flash project in the DCU, I think giving a really cool showcase of his speed would definitely be a priority for any of the major action scenes in the movie. I don't think the Flash movie really gave us that one defining scene of him using his speed, so seeing it here would be really cool. Similar to Robin and Wonder Girl, he would also be another second-generation Titan, with Wally West, of course, being the previous Kid Flash. This allows us to see how he separates himself in the role over time from Wally, and similar to Tim, you can kind of have a storyline of him kind of going out under the shadow of Wally and becoming his own hero. For our last main member of the team, we have Ravager. A curveball pick, definitely. Ravager has appeared on the team in the comics before, and I think would be a great choice for the kind of reformed villain archetype. Deathstroke is, of course, extremely important to the story of the Teen Titans, so what better way to play on that relationship than by having his daughter be a member of the team? And I know what you might be thinking.
This is petty. I'm not gonna lie.
Would you just make her a double agent? And no, I don't think making her a double agent would be that interesting. If you wanted to do that later on with Tara, that could be cool. But I think it'd be kind of a little too predictable. But I definitely could see there being some mistrust from the members
I can't
of the
believe that. In the show, the Teen Titans really could not figure out this man Blade. Blade was at... Oh my god, bro. Blade fucked them up, bro.
Especially the older members that have probably already fought Deathstroke at this point. Well, that was all for our main roster. I do think there's two characters that would serve the role of mentors to our team really well, and this would be Nightwing and Starfire. I wouldn't really think they would need to be full live-in members or anything, but if from time to time the team needed some help or guidance,
that's what I'm saying. Starfire, you're not safe
there from them. But you definitely wouldn't want them to overshadow the team either, so I think it would definitely be a balancing act in their appearances throughout the movie. This also could lead later on to a breakaway team with Dick Grayson leading the Titans alongside the Teen Titans, with older members like Donna Troy, Roy Harper, Wally West, or Garth serving as members of that team. I've thought a lot of...
there's really a lot of... There's really a lot of Robins out there, bro. In one universe, bro. That's crazy to think about, bro. Batman, what is you doing, bro? He's over here creating Robins and letting some go when they get... Like, come on, bro. This universe is where they're like 10 Robin deep. Like, how we all got the same identity? Y'all gonna try to switch it up and be fancy. Talking about some Nightwing. No, bro. You're Robin. Okay? It don't matter if you change your color to blue, bro. You're Robin, bro.
About putting Starfire on the core team, but I don't really think it'd be fair to make that character be substantially younger than Dick Grayson, because I think kind of her relationship with him is a very important aspect to the Teen Titans comics. There are also some other elements I would love to see in this first Teen Titans movie. First, I think it's a must to finally have Titans Tower show up in live action, and not just in some lame way like in the live action show. I'm talking a massive T on an island.
They got
the Superman
to,
movie just proved you can go wacky with it, so you really should just go all the way. There's no reason not to. As for villains I would want to see, I think maybe a trio team of Blackfire, Gizmo, and Jinx could work well as interesting villains without doing Deathstroke or Trigon immediately, and I think it'd make fans of the 2003 show especially happy. Well, there you have it. That is my list for the DCU.
Nah, it's fire though. I don't fuck with Cyborg, but it's fire, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one, bro.